Surprise, surprise! You thought this would be a Guild War video, but it's actually an RTA video, as a lot of you requested. But let me start again. What is up, YouTube? So we're starting off with some RTA. You know, preseason in Guild War is quite boring, so I don't want to bore you guys with that too much. Let's get right into things here. So we're trying a new style, so we're gonna be banning Ran for any peer cleavers and Lua, since she's a really hard unit for me to deal with. And he goes Mediator Quirk first. So what do we want to do here? I think I want a tank. I think a tank is not bad. Let's go with Arrowwell first. And I kind of want something like relatively neutral. Something neutral. APOC is pretty early. But I'm not opposed to it though. APOC seems to be... I feel like APOC is really strong right now. So let's take APOC so we're not fully committed to turn 2. I think a lot of games, when I go like Arrowwell Destina, I seem to lose a lot of them because I get aggro down. So having an anchor here early on allows me to maybe go like A mid third and then maybe another DPS unit here. So he goes Spectre Tenebria.
I'm ready.
And KARINA. Okay. So all of his units aren't overly fast, but let's see. Could we go like Rimuru or something? He does have a cleanser, but we could still take F10A. I feel like F10A would be okay here as a last pick potentially. I think we run the Bellion since it's Stene. And can we run the A-mid or shall we run the Destina? I think at this rate, now we can go the Destina, because he can't really aggro me down here on the last 4 or 5 picks. So he goes Lionheart as expected. He doesn't have any mitigation here, so I'm expecting maybe some type of Knight. Potentially. Or he'd go like Alencia, Ilanav, some type of injury to counter the Bruiser anchor that we have here. I'm thinking F10A last pick. To be honest, I feel like it'll be really good. Landy's out of question because Landy could die to, you know, just a Stene Splash or KARINA S3 or Lionheart. So Landy's definitely out of question. Rylet is super RNG. I could maybe do like a Strays, or I could do ADS if he doesn't run some type of cleanse or something like that. Let's see what he does though. Overall, I think my draft is really good.
Not interfere.
Politis. So he's probably going to ban Bellion here. So we probably want to take a unit that's a force ban on his end. So I'm thinking we go Fairy Tail Tenebria and then we ban the Cleanser. If we ban the Cleanser, Bellion S3 has a lot of value too. And then she would pop off. So that's good. We have a bunch of health onto... We have a ton of health going onto the Bellion here. Yeah, this is good. He has no cleanse. He doesn't have a lot of tempo either. His draft is not very strong.
Another trial to
so let's see who moves first. Okay, so this is actually not too bad. The question is, do you want to S3 right away? I would say no. I'd say we don't. Just because we don't want to waste it.
Are you sure you can handle this?
And if we S-win and we dual attack there, then we're just unlucky. Okay, so Stene's gonna dump an S3. Let's see into who.
Kiss my feet.
Does he go APOC and try to rush it down? No way. Alright. What if I counter here? No counter. Unfortunate. So I don't want to proc her skills, and I don't need a heal at the moment, so let's just focus down the KARINA and get her out of the game. Because she's really the only major threat, right? Because if she puts defense break on our team, we're in a really bad spot. And it's a degen poly. 19k HP. Okay, that's fine. We counter. And I'm totally okay with countering. So we just hit the KARINA here again. Unfortunately, we missed, but it is what it is. We still have the immunity on Bellion, which is huge for us right now. Does he land a defense break? He does. He doesn't have a plus 30 rocket punch though, which is good for us. That's kind of RNG on his side. So we landed 2 provokes, and then we proc the Karina.
I'll win for sure.
Now my ae-KARINA is death broken, so I'm in a really tough spot.
With skills like yours,
This is gonna hurt.
you never stood a chance.
I don't think I'll die, depending how much this does. We stripped the defense buff on the Lionheart, which is going to be huge here. And this is why we wanted to save the S3 here. Now we might miss, but I need to gamble it, because I can't let the Lionheart just freely rip an S3 into the ae-KARINA here.
Shall be punished.
Did we get lucky and hit? Okay, so we didn't hit, but at least we got the barrier for the ae-KARINA. There's going to be a lot of damage, but with no defense buff, I think her damage goes down significantly.
I will cut you down.
And okay, it's not enough to kill us.
My turn now.
So Balian could also counter at any time and ruin his day. So let's... Now that we already proc the Karina, we might as well S1 onto the Poly here. And I'm definitely going to cleanse. Cleanse and heal up everything, even though we proc the Poly, but we need to make sure we get the defense breaks off of ae-KARINA here and stabilize. Okay. Nice. Looking a bit more comfortable now. Stene isn't really going to do much here. Ooh, Abyssal Crown. Wow, okay. That's a very tanky Stene, 12k HP. Surprising.
I'm ready.
Now, does he land another defense break on ae-KARINA? If he does, it'll be a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Does he land one? He does. We Elbrus. Do we proc S2? Hopefully we do.
Guiding light. Illuminate the unknown.
S2? No S2.
I'll give you a taste of defeat.
Okay, now my ae-KARINA's in a really bad spot. But we could counter and kill 2 units here, so... Let's see. Oh, my ae-KARINA died.
Come on, I'll take you all down.
Yikes. Not good. Okay, we countered. If you hear any coughing, you might be hearing the Doge.
I protect. That's what I
But she's not feeling very well, so don't mind us. We strip that. We're gonna push the Balian.
Beast of the West.
Ooh, Balian gets pushed in front.
You desire.
We're going to Soul Burn S1. And then we're gonna hopefully proc S2 and kill the Poly. Okay. Nice.
I made it in the nick of time.
Oof. Oh, we might be dead. We might die. Because if he actually hits the death break, if he doesn't miss here, we might be dead on the Balian here. Hopefully he misses. Okay, nice. Alright, nice. There's justice.
My turn now.
God is good. Yes, ones. The counter. At this rate, I don't know if countering is actually a good thing, but I guess we'll take it. Karina's gonna S1. Does he proc? No, he didn't proc Rocket Punch.
Don't be afraid.
Alright, so we're slowly stabilizing. Slowly but surely. Do we have S3 up yet? We have one more turn. So I think we're just gonna S1 the Lionheart, and then we're gonna S1 Soulburn. Poor Dogi. Okay, so he is blind again.
Are you sure
He doesn't have enough to S3. Yeah, I think this is over. Don't think he's gonna be able to come back from this one.
Another trial to overcome.
Now he S3.
The weight of the oath I've taken will be brought down upon you.
Yeah, this draft was just way too strong. Way too strong. I think we'll just push ourselves. Do we get enough souls? We do not. Alright, GG. Good fight. Next one. Alrighty, over into our second battle of the day. We are going with the same pre-bans. He bans Arrow and Aiden on this side, and he goes ae-KARINA first pick. Very surprising since he leaves Silius up. Very contested pick, I think, for me at least. And single target bans this. So if we have Silius here, I think I don't want to reveal too much of my draft. I think we go for Mediator. I think you could consider going A-mid here, but the issue is if you go A-mid, they can lock you into like non-attack skills, and it can make things really awkward really fast. And his team is really slow, so I'm thinking now we pick up the pace a bit. We go like strays, and maybe another fast-ish unit that's kind of aggro. I'm thinking like a Watcher potentially, maybe. I like Watcher. Watcher can one-shot both of these, and it's a speed imprint for us. It could be a bit early, but I'm gonna gamble it.
Never miss my target.
Now let's see what he picks. Like a 5th pick, I think ae-KARINA would be amazing here, but we're definitely not gonna be able to get ae-KARINA in this spot. Okay, let's see
Is
here.
it my turn?
Green Celine. Green Celine. Okay, so now I think we can go Green Sid. Green Sid's gonna allow us to kill these two for free. And it's an extra speed imprint. So we banned the Dilibet. Yeah, we banned the Dilibet. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Alright. So he bans the Green Sid, which is expected. So we can't press skills on Silius S1.
Obey.
Or sorry,
You
S3.
wish to live.
So we have to hopefully kill. But we have 2 units that have an increased CR on S1. Nice. So the thing is, we had pretty high odds. Like if we dueled the Mediator, then we would have got pulled up. If we pulled the Strays, then we could kill and we can get pulled up with the S1. You could say RNG win because what if we pulled the Watcher, right? So you could make that argument, but you know, God is good today. And do we kill the APOC? APOC's not dead. APOC is not dead. So I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into the Lionheart actually. Since my Meteor Coeric goes after, I could just kill the Celine off here with an S2, I hope. I'm DPS hand guy, so I should kill. Yep, there you go.
I'll take your life.
Perfect. So that's the power of DPS hand guy. We're able to guarantee kill the Celine, so now he has nothing he can do. Nice. Alrighty, now in this draft, we're going with the same pre-bans, ran Lua again, and they banned Lua and Athletica. Not really sure what's the reason behind that, but if Conqueror Lilius is up, we are going to take that away since that's a super high priority first pick for me. Let's see what he picks here. If he tanks down, we go aggro. If he contests us, we can still tank down. Hand guy is pretty high priority for me as well. APOC's pretty high priority for me as well, since Lost Rider Crow or ML Crow is very strong. So they're going to do JB Zio, so automatically we respond with Karina, because Karina just totally dumps on Zio. Since he can protect your units, and if he goes for a DPS unit, then Karina gets pushed up right away, and then she can just one-bang him out. So I think that's a really good pick there, and we want to go for something pretty safe and not give away too much. So I think we're gonna go with APOC or maybe Hand Guy, one or the other. Let's try APOC.
Ashes to ashes.
We can get our anchor here really easily, and we do still have enough room to kind of go aggro if we're able to ban this, if these 2 picks are useless. Let's see what he goes here. I reckon maybe he does some form of injury. Yeah, so there's the Alencia. You have to run an injury into the APOC if you're not going to ban it. There's the Alencia. What else does he go? AOL? Okay. If he goes to AOL, what if I go Edward? He doesn't have a lot of reach for Stene either. I think we can punish him and take Stene since he doesn't have any AoE that can reach her. And then we need another unit that can punish this draft. Now, the question is, what are we going to run? We could run our own injury and run Ilanav here. I think that would be pretty good. What do we think? What do we think? we try Ilanav? YOLO? Yeah, let's try Ilanav.
I'll take the lead.
He's a new one of the more newer units I've added to my roster, so let's see how she does. Now, the idea for me is, obviously, you guys know Stene, there's no AoE except for Alencia S3, which can't kill her. So she's going to carry souls for us, which will do a lot of value. We definitely ban the Arya because we're getting Ilanav through for sure. She probably bans Stene, if I had to guess. Or maybe the Sea Lilia, so he takes the first turn completely. But we have injury to counter the injury. We don't have any unit. The Karina counters a Zeo. We have Celia's first turn that can deny any of these if, you know, maybe Zeo's slower, but I highly doubt it. Overall, I think the draft is looking good for us. I think we're gonna get HP self-imprint on the Cilius because none of these units scale off attack. I think in any aggro draft, or if you have any DPS units, even like just one Landy or one Stene or something, the team imprint attack from Cilius would be better. 9.5k Zeo. Bloody Rose? No. Might be Book. I'm not sure what he's on. Okay. We actually had enough ER on Karina to resist, which is nice. Which tells us that she doesn't have a ton of ER, a ton of effectiveness. It might be like a super bulky AOL with ER.
I was going to let you off easy.
Now, does this strip my Karina immunity? It does. Okay, but we get procced. Nice.
I'm ready.
Unfortunately, we can't S3 into this, but we do get defense buff up after. So I think we might as well blitz down the Zeo.
I got you.
If we get rid of Zeo and play 3v4, I don't really see how we can lose. Yeah, there we go. So now we just S1 on the Zeo again.
I'll make you taste
S1 on the Zeo again.
The time has come.
And fun fact, if you kill the enemy, the AOL doesn't get the S2 push. And yeah, now I think we're in a really good spot. Even if he defense breaks my AOL with Alencia, my Ilanav is right there to kind of wreak havoc as well. Oof. All these debuffs don't feel good, I can tell you that. And a dual attack, nice.
Do I look
Right
like
side RNG is going crazy. Death break, okay. And more damage, okay.
I'll win for sure.
Let's see if I can land a defense break on this DJB. Probably not.
I accept your blood as an offering.
She might die on the second turn. So I'm just gonna rip the S3 now. Because she's gonna die, right? Like, as soon as Alencia comes around, she's dead. So I might as well get as much damage out as possible. She has S3 in 2 turns. So he might maybe Soulburn S1. I doubt it, though. I would save the souls on Alencia to guarantee death breaks. Let's see what he does here. So he pushes back the Cilius. Doesn't really do much. I actually think we save... let's Soulburn S2 into the DJB. Okay, that didn't kill. Unfortunate. Man, his debuffs are doing a lot of work for him right now, actually. These blinds are going crazy. Hopefully we kill here, though. Rocket Punch? Oh, man. Free-to-play Rocket Punch is killing me. And he killed... Why did he Soulburn there? My APOC was already death broken. That was kind of a waste. Okay, so whenever fighting AOL, we want to keep track of our S3. So one more turn. Which means we're going to want to try to kill her as soon as possible. Which I think should be pretty easy. Since Karina's going to kill the DJB here. And she won't get any CR push. And now we can run them down. As long as we don't AoE, this Alencia is going to be hard controlled. But I think for value, I think we just S1 into the AOL anyway. Try to blitz her down. Rocket Punch. Nice. Hopefully we kill this. I think she's dead. Nice. Perfect. And now I don't think we can lose. Ilanav versus Alencia is pretty hard to win for him. And this goes into Karina. That's fine. It'll be extra over if my Karina actually S3 defense breaks. Okay, he just FFs. Nice. On to the next one. Alrighty, next battle already queued up. So we're fighting Cathartic and Gods. He goes Silius first pick, which is pretty good. So he bans Zeo, which is what I would usually respond with. So what I'll do is I'm going to take the Meteoric Queric to take away some tempo options from him. And then I'm going to take Arrowell, which is a really good tank down option in case I have to take, say, something like Bellion or Aiden, something like that where they run maybe a lot of dark units. So he runs A mid. Okay. That's more tempo for the team. And then Aiden. Okay. What would be good options here? What would be a good option? Zahawk's looking... I mean, sorry, not Zahawk. Stene looks okay here so far, but it might be a bit too early. You know what? Why don't we take the Stene?
Not bad.
Since he has no reach for us right now. And why don't we go on... Can we go Karina? We could go Karina last, potentially. Yeah. Let's go APOC, and then we can potentially go Karina last to round out the draft. I can't say I'm feeling very confident about this draft, because we don't have a lot of light units to pair with Arrowell, but that's okay. I hope. Okay, that's a problem. These two are definitely a problem. So I think Violet is going to be a force ban from them.
I'll show you how a hero does things.
I think we banned this, or we banned this, since this hopefully AoE can't kill my Stene, but it might. But we definitely banned the Ida. And just pray now that my Stene doesn't get one shot. Because if my Stene gets one shot, it's over. But if not, if my Stene somehow lives, we should be okay. Nostalgic Music Box, Moonlight Dreamblade. So he's not on Sword of Cycling Seasons, which means his Aiden most likely cannot kill me. Unless he gets attack damage and attack buff from Amid, then probably. But I assume the Amid would give the buffs to Kisei so that she could S3, S2 right away. But to be honest, guys, I think my Stene is probably dead. Like, I'm 99% sure.
This will be the last moon we see.
Hopefully she has enough EHP to survive. But we might be dead there. S3, I get reset. Okay. So, even if we S1 anything, she's probably gonna kill our whole team.
No one can hide from the light of the full moon.
Hopefully my Stene lives. Okay, that was copium. There was no way.
That's what I do.
There was no way we were living that. I mean, we might as well play it out. Let's see if we can somehow live.
With something to protect.
Maybe?
We still have hope.
I think I'm hard coping. No way, right? It goes for the mitigation first. Are we dead? We're not dead yet. Okay, we are in kill range now.
What cannot be avoided must be overcome.
If we can somehow come back from this, this will be a crazy comeback. Oof. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yeah, that's GG. On to the next one. Let's analyze that draft though real quick. Alrighty, let's analyze that last fight real quick before we continue. So, the enemy had pre-banned Zeo, which tells us that they want to first pick Silius or Amid. So as we can see, Silius comes out, right? And then on our 1-2 pick, we ran with Meteoric Queric and Arrowell. It's really slow and we tank down. They're too slow together, and we don't want to give away all the control of the draft immediately. So what I think we should have done is we want to have Meteoric Queric first as a cleanser, he has utility and CR push, and then we have APOC as well, right? Let's say we move this over into second pick with the Meteoric Queric. What this does is, this is really popular into the LRK meta with since there's a lot of single target, but we also want to bait them into drafting Aiden or any single target nuker, right? Now, let's just assume that the enemy did continue drafting Amid and Aiden, with ae-KARINA moving into first pick and then Meteor to Kurik as second pick, then what we could have done on third pick is we could have maybe ran something like Yulha, but I'm thinking maybe we do Karina, right? Karina would have been good because if Aiden does one-shot or nuke any of the units, Karina's going to be able to one-shot her back and puts a lot of pressure on the enemy draft. Almost imagine like we're it's a push and pull, right? Like a string. So now we're taking back control of the draft by taking Karina, and then on fourth pick is a flex pick. So many different options. I'm thinking maybe Yulha or Bryceria. Yulha would give mitigation to the ae-KARINA draft, and S3 would threaten the Aiden a lot since she can kill. It's basically like a Crow S3, and Bryceria could also counter the entire draft, right? If we ran Bryceria, since it could do unbuffable, could defense break, it can tank a light unit, it can't get one shot right away, so it puts a lot of pressure where the enemy team doesn't have any cleansers. And then obviously last pick would just be a force ban, right? So I think Violet would have been okay if, assuming that they did go double water, but basically last pick doesn't matter here, right? The main thing is the first two picks we want to fix, and then we want to fix our 3-4 picks, and paying attention to the first pick. And assuming that we listen to all the notes, well, we should be improving. So on to the next. Alrighty, into the next battle. So our pre-bans do not change, as you guys know, and for the enemy here, they've pre-banned Senya and Bellion. It feels like some PTSD pre-bans. Maybe they got soloed, but since Silius is up, we're gonna take that right away here on first pick. The first two, the bans don't tell us much other than Bellion telling us that he wants to play a heavy soul draft. And if they do go for a really heavy soul draft, we will be able to play a bit more aggro on them here. So since they picked DJB and Stene, I think what we'll do, we're going to try maybe running Zio. And the enemy definitely would take Karina, right? So let's take the Karina. This way we really threaten the first turn, even if it's on a Turnus, right? We can still maybe silence, push it back. And we take the Karina because if I was to go any other unit, they could go Karina and really cut down my draft because it'll cut in front of everything. So it'll put us in a really tough spot. So now their team's a bit slow. We can pre-ban the DJB, right? Since we basically guarantee the first turn. So we want to take something that can really run them over with aggro. So I'm thinking something like Strays. And since they have a lot of bulk, I'm thinking we could go Opsig, which would be a pretty good threat. Opsig or Washer Shuri would be good as well. But, for the sake of content, I think... I think it's Watcher. Or should we do Opsig? Yeah, let's do Watcher. Because if we do Opsig and we push the Strays forward, Strays S3s and kills the arrow wall, they don't have any more barriers, so then Opsig would have basically no value. So he's basically telling us he's going to pre-ban the Silius, and he's going to gamble the ER since he takes the Athletica and Guiding Light, which means my Zio can't target, so he's going to ban Silius. So we're going to take the Zio, and we have to land on DJB, otherwise it's really doomed. Perfect. Everything is working out as intended, or as expected, I should say. Attack, attack. No, nothing here. Speed imprint. That's good. Perfect. Let's go. Hopefully we land. If we don't land on the DJB, we're going to be in a really, really tough spot.
Witness the power of the
okay, so as we expected, let's see if we can silence this back. We should be able to. Oh, he resisted. Oh boy. All right. Well, I think that's GG, guys. If we didn't get the pushback, he's gonna get pushed up, and my whole team's gonna die. Unless my Karina shield's enough. That would be the only way. It definitely will not protect us enough, and we can't get any defense breaks out.
I will step on you.
I think we may be dead here, guys. We might be dead, but we might as well try. Let's go for a S3 onto the DJB. I mean, he could potentially miss, right? I mean, what if he doesn't stun my Washer Shuri? I could try deleting the LHC and maybe win. Resist the stun, Copium. Am I coping? Yeah, it's pretty much over, I would say. Unless
show you how it's done.
Unless...
Will I do it?
Okay, I might be coping a little bit, but I see a win condition. I see a win condition.
I'll show you what the true vessel.
We S1 and we kill this DJB. And then Sasha cuts our Watcher in front. That's our only win condition, surely. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. If Rocket Punch gets this, it's winnable.
Another try
Oh
to
no.
overcome.
Okay, we have to hit through all of that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill this, but I'm willing to try. Let's try.
Let's end this.
If we hit, maybe we kill? Okay, never mind. That's copium. Alright, enjoy the win. That was just a Zeo effectiveness diff. On to the next.
My turn.
Alrighty, into the next fight here. So they pre-banned Zeo, which means they want to play aggro, and they pre-banned Mediator Quirk, which is a cleanser, which maybe they're setting something up for like a Flan or maybe a Fairy Tale Tenebria, something of that sort. But since we have first pick, we're going to take the Silius away from the enemy here. And let's see how he responds. He takes Politis. He's probably a Cleaver, if I had to guess. AOL, so that's 2 books right away. So I honestly think we can either speed up and fight him, or we can go a bit tankier. I'm thinking we go a bit tankier. I think we could slam Ed, because these are really big debuffs right away. And I think we could probably also go Bellion to deny souls, since they have 2 souls right now.
Must I keep fighting?
Are you sure you
So
can
there's a
handle this?
Lionheart. That's fine.
Need my help?
So now he's slowed down, right? He's definitely slowed down the draft, so now we can control the draft again. So considering he doesn't have any cleansers, I could do like a Zahawk. I think a fast Zahawk would be pretty good here, even though there's Poly. It might not be that great though. Perhaps we could do... Ed's gonna be a really high value here. What can we take? Can we go ADS? Is ADS possible? I think we can take mitigation. You know what? I think we can take mitigation. No troll. Let's take mitigation.
Oh, you want me to give
And we need another unit that can threaten their entire draft. So Zahawk could be okay. Yeah, let's go for Zahawk.
Resist as much as you can.
Now, we can either ban the Politis, or we ban last pick. He's gonna need something that can kind of contest the first turn, which would be a force ban for me. But as of right now, I think we probably ban Politis, but we'll see. What will he go?
How pathetic.
Takes RB. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think I'm too concerned about RB, actually, since my team's gonna be really tanky with Vigor buff. So I think we actually ban the Politis, so we can play the game. And we don't need... Yeah, we'll take the HP imprint. So Poly's not in the game, which is good for us. We're gonna S3.
I'll take your life.
He doesn't have Book, which means he's probably on Bastion of Hope or on Proof of Valor. Didn't catch that in the beginning. But if we don't land attack down, I'm going to assume that he is on Bastion of Hope. So he didn't... Okay, so he's not that much ER. So what we'll do is we'll just S2, push it back. The redirect provoke will be big for us here. And we're going to dump an S3 onto the Lionheart. So RBS3 is going to activate Edward. Yeah, this is really good. We're in a really good spot right now. We had protection set from the Yulha, we have Vigor, we have Barrier. We're in a really, really good spot. And his Lionheart is super, super squishy, surprisingly. 11k HP is way too squishy. Hopefully we're able to just land a... he lands blind on Edward, and then we can... Okay, so he doesn't go for it. Okay.
What is the best
Interesting.
course of action?
So the Violet's going to cleanse. So rather than getting countered, I think we can... Let's get defense buff up, and we can potentially push them back. Maybe we hit Violet too? Alright. We're asking for too much. So he's gonna cleanse now. He gets skill null.
Look at my sword,
That's okay.
not my face.
He's gonna cleanse S2, S3. I think the idea now is we want to blitz down this this LHC. So he doesn't go for the S2 cleanse. I wonder why.
I'm going to end you.
We S1 on the Lionheart to remove the skill null. Ooh, dual attack rebellion. I guess that's
Getting started.
good. I'd rather have it than not have it. I'm gonna be a bit greedy here. I'm actually gonna S1 into the AOL here. I'm gonna S1 into the AOL because I think my Ed S1 should be able to kill this LHC. Because even if he S3s with AOL, my Edward's gonna have instant value here. I think we're just way too tanky for him. I don't think he's gonna be able to kill us.
I will deliver judgment.
As much as I want to be wrong and learn something from this. It might be a bit of a throw. I think we just go for the safe play and just finish off the Lionheart. No need to greed it. I was thinking maybe we hit the Violet so we can counter, but Arby's gonna get us a counter anyway on the next turn, so we might as well just not play greedy here and get the for sure kills. That's 2 more kills. Arby's gonna come back. He doesn't proc Gab, which is unfortunate. But I think at this rate, it's really doomed for him. Edward's gonna counter. The blind will stick, but we should be fine still. Hopefully we land. At least on the RB, I hope. And we missed on both. Unfortunate.
I know I'm beautiful.
What is this Violet gonna do now? I'm surprised he still hasn't appled. I would have appled a long time ago. Does he apple here? He doesn't apple. Interesting. What is the rationale? Is this going to be a Violet solo? I sure hope not. We finish off the RB. He's going to counter us again.
What's this?
Yuha's still not in range yet.
Insect to squash.
We are also silenced, but slowly but surely. He's only 12k HP. So we gotta make note of how much HP he has for Yuha to one-shot him with S3.
Face me. I'll show you how a hero
2.6k,
does
so he's gonna heal the full here. I hope Ed beats him. I really hope Ed beats him. Can we soul burn yet? No, we cannot. We just S1. He hits into blind. He misses. We counter. We hit once. Alright, I think he's dead. We can soul burn here, and then Yuha can S3 soul burn, and then he should be dead. Does he get pushed in front of Yuha? No, he doesn't. Yep, now we rip the S3, and it's GG.
Get in my way. Scream for me.
Awesome.
I love listening to the melodies.
Beautiful. And he's dead. Alrighty. Over and out.
Felicia will continue to thrive.
Alrighty, and that's gonna do it for our first RTA video on the channel. If you guys did enjoy this content, please drop a like and comment below. I don't really know how this is gonna do, and we're gonna work on the editing style for this and try to figure out what you guys like. But we'll have another video tomorrow ready for the RTA climb, and hopefully we'll be able to end Emperor again this season. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys subscribe. Bye!